let's dive right in. We're heading up to Malaysia today,
Oh, fun.
to this really cool food court that I saw online called Detang Paradise.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, so it's in Melaka, Malaysia, and the photos just look incredible.
Okay, so what makes this food court, what is it, Detang?
Detang Paradise, yeah.
Detang Paradise, so special?
So from what I've read on this food blog, Baba Chi Chi, it's this really interesting mix of like the old and the new.
Okay.
Like they've got your traditional Malaysian hawker stalls, but also like big chains, like a Starbucks.
Wow, that's a cool juxtaposition, isn't it? Like traditional street food next to global brands.
Exactly. It
Yeah.
really shows how the food scene in Malaysia is changing.
Definitely. And you know those hawker stalls, they're such a big part of Malaysian culture.
Totally. Like that's where you find the most authentic local flavors, right?
Absolutely. Real home-cooked style food.
Mm-hmm.
So you were saying there's a food blog about this place. What else are they saying?
Okay, so picture this. You're walking through Detang Paradise, surrounded by all these amazing smells.
I can almost smell it now.
And there were like 40 or 50 different stalls.
Wow, so many choices.
I know, right? They have everything like fragrant curries, sizzling satay skewers, you name it.
Oh man, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
Me too. But there was this one stall that really caught my eye.
Okay, let's hear about it.
It's called the A88 Vegan Stall.
Oh, a vegan stall in a Malaysian food court. That's pretty unique.
I know, right? Like with all those other tempting options, what made them choose that one?
Yeah, I'm curious too.
So apparently the blogger was drawn in by how colorful everything looked and the really interesting aroma coming from the stall.
Okay, that makes sense.
But the real star of the show was their signature dish, Lei Cha. Have you ever heard of that?
Lei Cha. Oh yeah, it's also known as thunder tea rice, right?
That's it.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Isn't it supposed to be super healthy?
That's what the blogger said. They called it medicine for the body and soul.
Interesting. So it's more than just food. It's like a whole experience. I'm really interested in that. Tell me more about this thunder tea rice. Why is it called that?
Well, I'm not sure about the thunder part, but tea is definitely a key ingredient.
Okay, I'm listening.
So imagine this, a big bowl of rice surrounded by all these vibrant greens and herbs.
Sounds pretty like a rainbow on a plate.
Exactly. And then there's this special tea mixture that's pounded and ground up. It adds this kind of earthy, slightly bitter flavor.
Huh, interesting. So it's not like a sweet tea.
Not at all. It's actually quite refreshing, almost minty, the blogger said.
I see, it's playing with those contrasting flavors.
Right. But it's not a quick dish to make. It takes time to prepare all those ingredients and pound that tea mixture.
Yeah, it sounds like a real labor of love, a traditional kind of thing.
It is. And that slow, mindful preparation, I think that's part of what makes it so special.
Absolutely. It's not just about eating, it's about taking the time to connect with the food.
I love that. So we've talked about the look and the taste, but what about the health benefits?
Well, traditionally, Lei Cha is believed to be very good for you.
Right, the blogger mentioned all these things like it's packed with vitamins and antioxidants.
And it's said to aid digestion, boost immunity.
Yeah, and even help with weight management. Pretty impressive, huh?
It is, but we have to be careful about making claims like that.
Of course, we're not doctors or anything.
Right. But I will say that a lot of what we know about nutrition today supports those traditional ideas.
Oh, how so?
Well, Lei Cha is basically a plant-based meal, right? Lots of greens, herbs, and things like that. And we know those are full of good stuff like vitamins, minerals, fiber. And some of the specific ingredients in Lei Cha, things like basil, mint, green tea, we know those have anti-inflammatory properties and are packed with antioxidants.
So even if it's not a miracle cure, it's definitely a healthy choice.
Exactly. And I think the bigger point is it shows how food can be both delicious and good for you.
Totally. So from a bustling food court in Malaysia to this ancient tradition of healthy eating.
It's amazing how these things all connect, isn't it?
It is. And it makes you think, how does food intersect with your own culture and your own health?
That's a great question to consider. Like, what are the dishes that make you feel good in body and soul?
And have you ever tried something that surprised you with its benefits?
Sometimes the most unexpected things can be the most nourishing, right?
Right. And if you're intrigued by Lei Cha, I definitely encourage you to do some more research. There's so much to learn about this fascinating dish.
I think I'm going to do that myself. Maybe even try to make it at home.
Sounds like a plan.
Thanks for taking me on this culinary journey. I feel like I've learned so much.
Anytime. Until next time, keep exploring and keep eating well.
Sounds good.
Bye for now.
Bye.